Ethan Carter had always been the dependable one, the eldest son, the quiet achiever, while his younger brother Jake was the center of attention, charming, impulsive, and adored. Ethan was the one who got things done. He was the one who fixed the broken fence, paid the overdue bills, and stayed up late helping his dad with taxes. But none of it mattered. In the Carter household, love was loud, and it was reserved for Jake. Their parents, Linda and Robert, didn't hide their favoritism. Jake got the praise, the gifts, the vacations. Ethan got lectures about humility and responsibility. At family dinners, Jake's stories were met with laughter and applause. Ethan's accomplishments were met with silence or a quick change of subject. Still, Ethan never resented Jake. He loved his brother. What he couldn't stomach was the way their parents used him like a tool, only to discard him when the spotlight returned to Jake. One night, at a family gathering, Robert casually asked Ethan if his allowance was still enough. Ethan blinked. What allowance? The room went quiet. Jake looked confused. Linda sipped her wine. Robert's face dropped. That was the moment Ethan realized. They hadn't just ignored him, they'd erased him. Months later, Ethan received a letter from the family attorney. His name had been removed from the will. Everything, properties, investments, even the lake house he'd helped renovate, was left to Jake. No explanation, just a signature. Ethan didn't argue, he didn't beg. He packed his things, sold his company quietly, and disappeared. 2 years passed. Jake's startup collapsed. Linda and Robert lost their savings. Their home was under foreclosure. Suddenly, Ethan got a call. Linda's voice was soft, almost sweet. We need help. You know how families stick together. Ethan hesitated. Despite everything, he wired the money. Not for them, but for Jake. He still believed in his brother. Weeks later, Ethan found out about a family wedding. Jake's engagement party. Everyone had been invited, except him. He saw the photos online. Linda and Robert smiling, champagne in hand, surrounded by relatives. Ethan wasn't mentioned, not thanked, not acknowledged. Then came the hospital bills. Robert had a minor surgery. Linda called again. We're struggling. You know how families support each other. Ethan paid. Again. But this time he started watching. He noticed how they only called when they needed something. How they never invited him to holidays, never asked how he was doing, never included him in family group chats. He was a wallet, nothing more. One day, Ethan showed up unannounced at their house. Linda opened the door, surprised. Ethan, we weren't expecting you. I know, he said. You never do. Inside, the house was quiet. Jake wasn't there. Robert sat in his recliner, flipping through bills. Ethan placed a folder on the table. Inside were receipts, every transfer, every payment, every favor. I kept track, he said. Not because I wanted repayment, just so you'd remember. Linda looked uncomfortable. You know we love you. Ethan smiled. No, you love what I can do for you. He turned to leave. Linda called out. We're still family. Ethan paused. You made sure I wasn't. He walked out, leaving the door open behind him. From that day on, Ethan stopped answering calls. He changed his number. He moved to a new city. Jake tried reaching out once, apologizing for the way things had gone. Ethan replied. You were never the problem. Jake understood. They stayed in touch. Quietly, respectfully. Linda and Robert, meanwhile, kept calling. They left voicemails about birthdays, anniversaries, emergencies. Ethan never responded. He didn't need revenge. He didn't need closure. He had peace. Because sometimes the cruelest punishment isn't what you do to someone. It's what you stop doing for them. And Ethan had finally stopped. Thank you for watching, and do like and subscribe to motivate us to collect such great stories for you.